Hello and welcome to Two Car Pros. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Topdon OBD2 code scanner. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so straight out of the box, the unit comes with a manual here with a bunch of awesome useful information in a few different languages, so that's really handy to have. It identifies the unit and how it works exactly, but I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. It comes with a nice carrying case so you can keep your scanner in good condition. It also comes with a mini USB cable because you can update the firmware on this later on as vehicles come out. So that's nice. The unit itself is of extremely good construction. The buttons are very gratifying to push. Every button makes that really nice clicking sound. The unit's really well put together. Here's the port for updating it via USB. And it just feels really well put together. It has a decent sized screen and it doesn't feel cheap. It's very high quality. Now let's see how we can use it to help us diagnose a vehicle. So as you can see, we have a check engine light on. This means that the computer is throwing a trouble code, and to find that out, we're going to go ahead and plug in our code scanner, and it's going to tell us where we can start with the diagnosis. So this car being a little bit different, it's a Toyota Prius, so in order for it to stay on with the trouble code, we have to leave it on because there's really no second position. If this was a typical car, you could just leave the key in the second position without starting it, but we can leave it on. That's just fine. So there is the OBD2 port, and we take our code scanner and we just plug it in. Okay, so our scanners come on here, and now we just select diagnose. So it's already found some problems there. Okay, so you push OK, and you get to this screen where it says read codes. So we're going to read the codes. Okay, so it's telling us the mass or volume airflow sensor circuit is low. This means the mass airflow sensor is having a problem, so I'm going to go check it out. Okay, and straight away I can see the problem is that someone unplugged the mass airflow sensor, so I'm going to plug it back in. Now, if this was plugged in and it was telling me mass airflow sensor, I would service the mass airflow sensor. I would take it apart and clean it real well and put it back together and see if the code would throw again. So we need to do the same thing again. We need to diagnose. We're going to read the codes again just to make sure we're getting the same code thrown. So it's still throwing this P0102 code, as well as some other codes as well. It's the same, it's a similar code. Mass airflow sensor is definitely giving us our problem. So we're going to push OK again, or maybe back. Now we're going to select erase codes. Are you sure? Yes, I'm very sure. Please turn ignition off with engine off. Push enter. Oh, turn ignition key on with engine off. Okay, well, I have a Prius, so there's really no way to do that. So if you had a normal car, you just leave the ignition on with the engine off. And I push OK. And then it says the diagnostic information has been cleared. Push OK again, and now we can just unplug it. Okay, at this point the codes are cleared. Now I'm going to take it around the block and make sure the codes don't come back. If they don't come back, the issue is resolved. If they do come back, it's time to reevaluate our diagnostic. And that is the review for the OBD Scan Plus Topdon unit. It is absolutely fantastic, especially at its price point. It's probably the best home scanner I've ever used, and its price point makes it quite attractive. The basic gist of this scanner and how to use it is if you have a check engine light, something has gone wrong in the computer in your car, and this tool will tell you what it's saying, and it will give you vital diagnostic info on how to fix your car. One of these is invaluable, and every home mechanic should have one. I'll put a link in the description below to this exact unit, and you can check it out for yourself. But I have to say, this is a must-have. I thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time.